I mean, strict Dungeons and Dragons would be a hell of a game to play.
That's a very interesting thing to open on.
I might cut it out, but I probably won't. They'll be wondering what our conversation was prior. Now, speaking of you, again, as with last time, this is going to be another show of fighting. But rather than Jenny having to battle a group as... sorry, character's name?
Sashi.
Sashi. So rather than Sashi having to fight a group of bugbears, this one will be a very obvious end-of-dungeon boss monster.
Mm-hmm.
In this scenario, you've been climbing up a hill dungeon until you... And you actually found a map during your journey. You've dealt with traps and a few minor monsters. You've taken enough healing potions. You have now run out of healing potions to get to this point.
Just before large arena-looking room at end of map.
Exactly.
I wonder what this could be.
Yep.
Arena-looking room.
You enter from the south side into an octagonal-looking room with a smaller doorway at the northern edge.
Ah, that will be convenient exit point.
Pretty much. Is that Octagon? Yeah, that's an Octagon.
Yeah.
Dotted around are small boulders. Large enough for you to, say, hide behind or use as cover, but not large enough to be anything particular. And as you walk in, smack bang in the middle, there is a hill giant who knew you were coming because of his passive perception.
Whereabouts am I?
You're there.
I'm there.
Roll for initiative.
Right. Don't betray me this time. By leap it. That's a cat
dice left the dice tray.
16. I don't get any initiative because I min-maxed her a little bit.
You will be going first.
Hooray!
As we said before coming in, you already have mage armor applied. Purely because you knew this was probably going to be a boss room. And hey, the spell is active for 8 hours. Why would you not wake up first thing in the morning and cast it if it's a free cast as a warlock?
Yeah, that's actually amazing. Makes you a lot less squishy.
Yeah. So, you start.
The tempter... Could I run up behind this to get some cover?
So you can run behind it?
Behind that rock, yeah.
Yep.
And then still have...
1, 2... It's within 10 feet of you, yeah.
And then cast Hunger of Hadar, basically, there.
It has to be within sight, so you need to move an extra 5 to there.
Could I?
Yes.
Because it says here, Hunger of Hadar, my range I've written down is 150 feet.
Yes.
Spell Sniper.
300 feet. So, yep.
I can see him, just cast Hunger of Hadar around him.
It's a 20-foot radius. Okay. So, it literally comes back to his turn. And roll initial damage. 2d6.
5 and a 4.
So 9.
9!
9.
Sorry, shouldn't copy.
No, it's funny. I love that they started doing that and then that became just a thing for their entire series. So, it counts as difficult terrain to get out. It knows where you are, because...
It saw me.
Yep. 10, 20, 35, 40... No. 10, 20, 30 gets it out, 35, 40 it's taken an attack.
Balls, that was a waste of a good spell. But it
Crit
did
fail.
just roll up nat 1, so...
I did indeed just roll on that 1, which means that it loses its multi-attack. So, as it swings its giant club at you, it kind of wraps itself around itself and kind of bops itself in the side of the head for... no, screw it. It was a 1 for 4 damage. Alright, what are you going to do?
Vampiric... Oh, wait, no. No, not. No, because that would actually cost something. I am going to use Chill Touch, which is a cantrip for me.
Okay.
Can I use that and then run?
You could, but it'll get an attack opportunity.
Chill Touch lasts for 1 round. It's page 221.
221. Yes, I believe Chill Touch will slow it as well. but it doesn't push it back and it doesn't stop it from making a reaction.
No, it doesn't. But I'm trying to show off some of my spells as well at the same time.
Absolutely fine. I don't mind you doing that. So, Chill Touch. Yeah, you'll deal 2d8 necrotic damage if you hit. You get advantage because it is at close quarters and it is a ranged spell.
So that's 2d20s, and which is higher?
Yeah.
13?
13 plus your casting modifier, which is a +7, so 20. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
So 2d8
necrotic.
Yeah.
But it's effectively freezing. 6 and 7.
13. So 13 damage, and it is slowed for 1 minute. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
You're then going to try and run.
Yes, I'm going to try and leg it, basically playing peepo with it by darting around the rock.
It does hit you as you run for 3d8 damage.
I'm doing the arrow shock fight if you were a rogue.
You take 20 points of damage.
Shit.
The book may lie when it comes down to challenge rating, everybody.
Yeah, because I am below half health now.
Alright, so you did the rock. So you're running around the rock.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, how far could I have run?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Solid. Let's just get as far away as possible. It's slowed.
Its turn. It is slowed. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. So yeah, it's well behind you. Well, at least comfortably behind you.
Okay. It can't hit me, can it, from there?
No, it can't hit you from there. I just need to make a... It is swinging its club as it goes, kicking up dirt in every direction. I just need to see how long Chill Touch actually lasts for.
Oh, I've actually got that 1 round.
1 round?
Yep.
So that's a minute. I'm going to make sure of that. Chill Touch, 1 round. Okay, no, 1 round is... Yeah. So it's sped back up now.
Double check like you think I'm lying.
No, it's not that. It's just round in 1E is different to round in... A round in first edition is a minute. A round in this is just a round.
Ah.
Yeah.
I will now use Eldritch Blast.
And keep running?
Yeah, keep legging and Eldritch Blast. That's 10.
Did you roll to hit?
No, I did not. I do apologise. I forgot that I had to.
So it's 2 blasts.
That's a 16. Does that hit?
16 hits.
That one's a cat dice.
Yep.
That's a 5. That one definitely does not.
Hit.
Good
you get
grief.
+7.
Oh, can't.
So it's a 13.
Okay, well, 1 was 10 damage.
No. That's not how Eldritch Blast works.
Okay.
So Eldritch Blast works. It doesn't do more damage. You fire more blasts.
Oh, I see.
So each blast,
divide it, yeah.
Each blast does 10 damage.
Okay.
D10 damage.
Okay.
So the first blast wound up doing 13 damage. It was a solid blast right to the chest that pushes it back about 10 feet. Each blast pushes it back 10 feet. So you just pushed it back 20 feet.
Yeah.
2, 3. Actually, it's in direction, so 1.
Could it crash into the wall and hurt itself?
It actually does. It slams into the wall. I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw.
This is, oh god, there's a Zelda boss fight exactly like that.
Not intentional.
No, I know it isn't. Oh god, it's against that big ghost thing in Wind Waker.
Fail. You deal 1 extra Eldritch Blast of damage, so D10, but not with your modifier.
3.
So it's 3 damage. So you wound up dealing 13, 18, 21 damage. And pushed it back about 15 feet because it did slam into the wall.
Thank you, Peyton.
I'll call that stunned. So its movement is reduced. Again, as DMs, I always say give your players a chance. Especially when you realise a fight is actually a bit weighted against them. Like this one clearly is by accident, I fully admit that. But the other thing about it is, if they do something smart, reward it. Because you want smart players, you don't want to kill your party. A bad GM causes total party kill. A good GM causes nearly total party kill.
And if they say something like, well, hang on a minute, wouldn't that cause him to fall into this river?
Roll with it. If logically it would, yes.
Apply logic, because then the fights get more interesting.
And the thing is, the book has rules for environment damage. Use it. I think a GM that doesn't use environment damage is a bad GM, because you're not using all the resources at your disposal. It is now the hill giant's turn. It is stunned, so it is moving at half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there. Just outside of range. Just. Wait, were you running at your last turn as well?
Yes, I was. I forgot.
Yeah. Which direction are you running in? So
I'm darting behind his rock because that's more time
1,
he has
2,
to fuck
3,
around trying to.
5. Do you want to make one more movement or stick behind the rock?
I'm sticking behind the rock because I'd now make the argument if he was stunned and chasing me and I've just apparently darted into cover. Does he actually know where I am?
He's seen you the whole time. He knows you darted behind that rock.
He was dazed.
Stunned, not dazed.
Oh, okay.
Different effect.
Okay.
Stunned is just, my head. You know?
Yeah.
Right. He's gone that far. It is now your turn again.
I am going to ready a spell to slam into him because otherwise I have to dart out of cover. But actually, he's got no range. So actually, can I dart just around enough to see him?
Yeah.
And
you could move around, cast a spell, and then move your distance.
Again, I'm literally doing the what you do in the Arashock fight if you're rogue or mage. Just keep mages had the easier time of it.
Yeah.
Mages had the easier time. It was
I don't know. Wait for your cooldown.
Rogues and warriors just have to keep running figure eights around the room.
Oh yeah.
I will. What shall I cast at him? What shall I cast? I mean, Eldritch Blast is working very well, and why would you ever use anything else? But you know what? No, I've demonstrated all my. Oh no, I'll. Have I used Ray of Frost?
Not yet, no.
No, I'll use Ray of Frost. That way I've used all my cantrips apart from the ones I literally can't work out how to use in combat.
That's another one that slows.
So Ray of Frost, I need a d20. You will do. That's a 15. Yep.
That's a hit.
And Ray of Frost does 2d8 cold damage.
Yeah.
And if you want to double check on it, it is on page
No, I trust that.
271.
I know Ray of Frost quite well. It's one of Emma's favourites.
That's
11.
11. It's weird that one does necrotic and one does cold.
And then you're making a dash as well to move back behind, or you move to that one.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically moving behind these rocks.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting into cover.
The hill giant is slowed, but makes it to this rock, where it then picks it up.
Ah!
On its next turn, it will throw it. Your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Absolutely fine. So you're going to try and push it?
Well, I mean...
I need to see how long Hunger of Hadar actually lasts.
Hunger of Hadar, 1 minute.
Right, so it's still active then. 1 round, 6 seconds. Fairly simple.
Oh... No, I'm going to try and use Eldritch Blast because I'm hoping that joggles him enough with a push as well that he drops the rock on his head.
You will basically push him into a wall twice with Blast. So, I'll give you that.
2d20s?
Yep, see how many hit.
Oh, that's a fail. Oh, that's a crit fail. That's a 1. And the other one definitely doesn't hit as a 4.
Yeah, it's just a miss. Basically, you fling out both Eldritch Blasts, but you're getting a bit cocky at this point. You are. Be fair, you are.
I am not.
Oh
no! I said to try and get him to drop the rock on his head because I thought that will end this sooner. Because I take one more hit from him and I am dead.
You are. You fling both Eldritch Blasts out, one after the other, kind of tapering it a bit to try and basically push him into the wall twice to manage it. But that kind of skews the shots with the first one slamming into the rock with his head, causing a shatter of shards to rain. It's like, rrr. The other one, meanwhile, it veers so far, it actually more like beep, just in front of you, leaving a crater in front of you.
So there's a crater in front of me now.
Small one. Not a big one. It's like you've just mucked up the ground.
Okay.
You still have your movement.
Oh God. God, it seems really stupid and suicidal, but I'm half tempted to run into the circle of the hunger of Hadar. But that seems suicidal. DM advice?
If you run into it, you will take 2d6 damage.
So I will almost certainly die anyway.
He knows approximately where you are. You can try and make a stealth dash.
Can that? I mean, my dexterity is crap, but...
True, and you don't have stealth, but basically you can try and run and hope he doesn't see you.
Okay, yeah, well in which case if I'm running and hope he doesn't see me, I'm going round that rock and sort of serpentining to that one. If I can. 1, 2, 3, yes. You could make a dash for this one, or you could try and get behind this rock for extra cover. I'm going to get behind that rock, if that's okay. Okay, I'll give you a disadvantage to see if he actually spotted you. 6. Yeah, he didn't spot you. He still thinks you're behind this rock. Okay. So he is throwing it at this rock, actually. Roll to hit. It's a fucking rock. Yeah, that hits. It's a rock. Hit a rock. Deals 3d10 damage to the rock. Let's see if it destroys the rock. That's a destroyed rock. Basically, he's just broken a rock with a rock. That's 2 rocks that are broken, correct? Yes. So just broke 2 rocks? Yes. The one he threw and the one he hit. Does he now think I'm dead? He doesn't. He hasn't gotten over there yet. Okay. So it's back to your turn. How close is this? Basically, in a straight line. Is he within 90 feet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 45. About 45, 50 feet. I am casting Hex. Okay. Hex. Basically, he is now jinxed. It's on page 251. Yeah. Excuse me, I must just cough. I don't have the corona. 251, you said? 251. And basically, it means I do a plus 1d6 to my magical attacks, I believe. I mean, that's shorthanding it, but... Okay, it lasts for 8 hours, so you're fine on that. Because it's a 3rd level spell slot. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Yep. Choose one ability when you cast the spell, as well as disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. If the target drops to 0 hit points while the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. Now, I wouldn't normally ask this, but GM advice on what to give him a disadvantage on? Strength. Strength, thank you. I would absolutely advise strength because that's what he's using to attack with. Thank you. So purely because I can never remember if it's strength or constitution that's used to attack with. And I know that's a really stupid thing. Now, the weird thing about Hex, most spells that have these kind of effects normally come with they have to roll a modifier and then they're affected. This is just a straight cast, just bang, Hexed. I like that. Secondarily, make a sleight of hand check, basically. That's off Dex, isn't it? It is, which you don't have, so it's rolled straight on the dice. 17? He doesn't know he's been cast with it. He's just going to feel a bit he's still taking his turn, doesn't feel anything. That's how Hex works, it doesn't... Oh, it doesn't make them... Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes to there... And no, he's confused. He's looking around for you. He can't see you. So it's back to your turn. Okay. He's looking for any remains of your corpse. He sees the blood where you are wounded from. You have started bleeding from part of your back and like the side of your head where he hit you really hard with the club. Okay. So he sees that blood on the floor where you were stood there for a bit. But he's looking for you. I'm going to pop out, cast Eldritch Blast, and then run for the next rock. Okay. Oh, wait. So 2 d20s. Yeah. That's a d8. How did you get in? That's because I was fiddling with them. Fair enough. The 2 doesn't, but the 13 does. Yeah, one of the shots goes wide because you are making a bit of a mad dash. But the shot strikes him solid in the chest. So, d10. D10. D10, D10s. You are the D10s? Yes, you are. Just one. sorry. Well, it was 6 on both of them anyway.
Okay, that's fine. So you deal 10 points of damage, and see if he gets pushed. He does not.
Plus, I just hit him with a spell.
Plus D6, yeah.
1d6 of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
That's a cat dice.
Definitely a cat dice. 4. So you
It
deal
landed
14
on other
damage.
dice.
Okay. He's wounded. He's taken a lot of hits. He's like, bits of his skin are starting to like tear where you hit him with different spells.
By the way, at that point, I'm also scurrying for the next rock.
Yeah, you make it behind there with no problem. Again, something I like about whiteboards, especially magnetic ones, using the magnets makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
There is also a product you can get on Amazon. I really want to get it at some point. Basically, it's a whiteboard that has the hex marker. So that looks like fun.
Make it a lot easier to work out distance travelled.
Right, he has seen you. He is coming for you.
Yep. But he's surely slowed still.
No.
Oh, that wore off.
That wore off, as has the stun.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh, good.
So he gets to the other side of the rock and picks it up again.
Strength.
Point taken.
Strength demod.
So disadvantage. He attempts to pick it up. It will take him a turn to pick it up.
Okay.
Okay.
It will take him 1 turn to pick up. So,
So the hill giant, you know where the hill giant is. I mean, it's fairly difficult to miss a hill giant.
That's chasing me, yes.
How tall is a hill giant?
Well, I'm assuming it's got giant in its name, so it's not going to be easy to miss.
Not actually. Oh, here we go. 16 foot.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to miss that. I'm amazed he's not banging his head on the ceiling. It's a very big cave.
Oh, by the way, your hunger is now gone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okie dokie.
What are you going to do?
I am going to be honest, I'm going to start running again for the next rock while casting Eldritch Blast back at him.
3, 4. 1 or 2 ways.
That way, close to the
5,
wall.
6. Right, so he's hugging the wall basically.
Oops, I've taken out part of the wall there.
That's alright. Okay, and you're casting Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
So roll 2d20s.
Which I'm slowly running short of. That's an 18 and a 6.
Both hit.
Yay!
So, bang bang. One's just kind of a shying shot, but it gets a good hit. So you're going to be rolling 2d10 plus 2d6 damage.
Well, there's a 10 on there.
So that's 14 and 10 damage plus modifier. So that's an 18 and a 14 damage. You can see how Eldritch Blast starts to rack up. So 18 and 14, I said. That's 22, 32 damage.
Ethan, for fuck's sake, get off your chair! I scream as throwing Eldritch Blasts.
Both blasts kind of slam into it. Like, both of them, bang! The first one just rips through its shoulder, meaning it can't pick the rock up at all. It just blasts it back. Also, you see if it...
Oh, push!
Yeah. It takes 2 of them. Oh, and it's got disadvantage on both. Wow, it rolled a crit hit and a crit fail on one roll. So yeah, the crit fail. To be honest, I'm giving you that one. How do you want to do this?
Oh, yay! Essentially, I want to throwing the Eldritch Blasts at him. I basically want to make sure it goes slow, so that basically I watch the. Oh, this is going to sound dreadful in description.
We're going to think you're a murder hobo. Go on.
I want to make it slow so that you see, as we've described, my Eldritch Blast smells of good whiskey and nice tobacco.
Yeah.
I want him to effectively suddenly be hit with the full force of almost basically 100% cancer immediately.
Right.
And then the alcohol, but 100% definitely acidic alcohol, and watch his skin come off.
Right. Unfortunately, it's force damage. But this is what you
didn't say.
It is force damage.
You could just say before I come out with the horrible thing.
No. To be honest, what you do still works. but rather than shoring the damage off, what winds up happening, because your intention, you blast the hole in his torso about there, and just you can see bone and like muscle, and just blood is just gushing out. At which point the second Eldritch Blast kind of doesn't just hit, but goes in, and you see his lungs shoot out. Just his chest just explode outwards, and just. Well, actually, no, he gets blasted backwards because of that bonus shell. So not only does all this happen, basically he got blown out backwards and forwards, which is where the second Eldritch Blast hit. And you're out of initiative.
I swear to God I'm not a bad person. I didn't realise it was force damage. I thought it was some sort of... It had to be eldritch damage, and if it's eldritch I'm already a bad person. I might as well really go for it.
No, Eldritch Blast is force damage unless you take a certain evocation.
I didn't realise. I've not played Warlock before. I swear to God I'm not a bad person.
You are, but you killed a hill giant, which isn't really a bad thing. Right. Thanks for joining us for that one. Jenny will have an existential crisis over the fact that she is a terrible, terrible person.
I'm not! Do you want to show how many dice we rolled?
Yes.
Right,
that fight was nowhere near as bad as the last one in terms of how many dice you used.
You show my dice, because I am having a little bit of a crisis, because I swear I'm not a bad person.
It's okay. Done. Alright, thank you very much for joining us. This will probably be the last one of the really heavy showing off the CardKingPro, because, hey, that's a ton of videos. Please go look at their products. They are amazing guys. They do really good work. And honestly, it's so perfect for D&D and any role-playing game.
Honestly, being a bit of a sewing nerd here, they've had a lot of work, a lot more work than I would expect for the money put into them.
To be honest, yeah. But thank you very much for joining us. See ya.
Bye-bye.